Okay, so you've made the sort of default starting block for your project. The first thing to do, I would suggest, is delete all this gubbins that comes in the main file at the start. So leave this bit here because I think as your projects are getting bigger, it's becoming important that you start using main. I've explained what that means in one of the other videos, so watch that if you've not seen it already. But I would say here we want to import the things we're likely to use in our project. Now, some people think what I do here is bad practice, which I probably agree with, but the kind of rule of thumb is you should never import things that you're not going to use. And you should also ideally only import the parts of larger libraries that you are using and don't necessarily import everything. So some people sort of build their imports as they're programming, which is probably the better way of doing it. But what I do is often just sort of import everything. So pyqt6 .qt widgets, which I'll explain later, but we're going to need a lot of that. I'm just going to import everything. So some people would import just sections here. What I often do is it's probably a bit lazy. I import everything, then I go back through and work out what I've used later at the end. Because often when I'm programming, I don't really know what I'm using until I use it. So multiple ways of doing it. I'm also going to make a new file. So I'm going to put my sort of main window into a new file. So I'll call it window. Imagine I've got a program with lots of windows, so I'm going to call this the window underscore game. Just realised I've made that as a text file, which is not what I wanted. New Python file. So window underscore game. Because it's good practice to start modularizing your code. So if I do this, I can make the sort of main loop in here and I can call this window, which I'll build in the next video. So I've done that. I'm now going to need to import the game window I've just made. So from window game, I'm going to call def no. I'll call it game window. Okay, so I'm going to make my code in here. So I need to say from this import, I'll call it game window. So I've started to sort of get the main things I'm going to use in my code. And then it's a case of putting here the main blocks that you're going to need. So the first one is write app equals, and then you want to write Q application, which is sort of your main widget where we're going to add other widgets on top. So this is our main application that controls the sort of flow of our program in the main loop. I'm then going to pass system.argv here. Now you need to remember to do this, but you might find you never use it. The other option is you can pass an empty list here, like that, and that will also work. What this allows us to do is potentially use our terminal as we're running our program to pass commands to the application as we're running it. It's something I will show you probably in quite a few projects time, but I don't see there's any harm in sort of just doing this as default every time you run it. But like I say, you've got the option of an empty list there as well. And then it's quite simple from here. So we are going to call whatever it is from our other module here. So I call it window game dot game window. So I'm going to call that. So when I've got some code in there, that will run. I'm going to then do sys.exit app.exec. So execute the app. So this is actually executing this application here. So that's in the variable app. So this is executing it. Now the question is, why have I passed this into sys.exit? So I could have done it like that, Well, the reason is this is your main loop, and it would still work like this. But when you close the main loop, if you imagine we've got a window pop up and we're going to close it, so the user closes that window down, they're effectively exiting, aren't they? So if you pass that in sys.exit, when this app executes, it will pass the exit to sys.exit. So it's effectively closing the program, which is a nice way of doing it. So that's your main loop there, that's based on this Q application here. And then I'll make another video where we start building our first window in here.